Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the San Diego State Aztecs, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Aztecs have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll run it from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus, the number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He fires one deep down the right side. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
And that shows you the confidence this QB has in his target down the field. Running the corner route, he's well covered, but he knows if he puts it up in the air, his guy's going to go climb the ladder and make a play for him. Beautiful job.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds a tight end. Across the 25, he's got 4. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. He's looking to throw. Buying some time as he moves left. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
It's complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They need the 40 to convert here on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Wolverines will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that is just about a perfect punt as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. He leaves it with his back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play, quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, caused a wreck. That had to be a blown assignment. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Makes the catch. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
They want to run this quarterback. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon in every single team.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Big noise, big house trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. Back to throw, it's Lindsey. It's caught. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on first down, second down, and third down, as you saw right there.
And the Aztecs are on the move. They'll try the run. Breaks the tackle. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He'll try the left side. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the tight end. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Nice complementary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job in the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Pulls it and fires to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling past and kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing first and goal. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Aztecs. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. That'll do it for the quarter, guys, and San Diego State is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. Right on the money. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. Makes the grab deep. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on second down. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And how about the true freshman? We've heard about this guy. We heard he's got a chance to be really, really good, talking with coaches this week, and he gets his first sack. Listen, guys, I'm a pass rusher. Everybody remembers their first sack.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's got him still on his feet. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point is good.
I I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Oh, he wants it all. Hauls it in down the sideline. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And the draw play, it's about looking over here, look for pass, and then slipping it in real quick. Defense, too quick getting in the backfield, caging that ball, making it stay in the middle of the field, getting the big TFL.
Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. From the gun, wants to pass. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. UCLA is on top, but it's not like Troy Aikman or Gary Beeman are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by a field goal over USF. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He fires to the left side. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Bringing the heat. At the 35, he's open. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. There he goes. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Back to throw. It's Lindsey. Right down the middle. Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass. Flips it out on the screen. Open space at the 25. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
The give from the gun. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
Tips, deflections, those are such good things for defense. A lot of times they lead to interceptions and big plays. Just try to get any kind of disruption you can.
Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. To the air. It's Lindsey. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. From the gun to give, looking for room. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Here's the pressure.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. At that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Wolverines will hustle to the line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads it downfield. And he dropped it. Oh, what a missed opportunity. Nobody around. Just had too much time to think about it. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. With the catch, it's Jones. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Looking to throw on third. Fires to the big fella. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it more.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the first quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion, it's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that intensity up? Right now, they're doing a heck of a job.
And the Wolverines in a good spot here with second and short. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Quickly out to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they're going to be gassed.
To the air on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Let's go. Gorilla. Arrow. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got it on the move. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down. Waning second to the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. And this one is perfect. The lead now 7 here in the third quarter. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors at our halftime update. The Wolverines will boot away to start the second half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
The Aztecs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Now the play fake. Fires to the big fella. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would...
Going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
It's a nice job by the defense turning the page. You just gave up an explosive play. Now you've got to come right back with tempo. And a nice job in the back end covering to force that incompletion.
Lost to throw again. They'll run the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
They're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back. Just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 30. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick six. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those O-linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know if you can break that play and you can get past that level, it might be to the house. It might be to the crib. Lucky that wasn't a pick six if you're on offense.
Tight end now in motion. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. They'll run it from the gun. Got some room in under the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Again, at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Well, it's a simple play. QB's just looking for his big fella, the tight end, and he couldn't reel it in.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. Fires to the tight end. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Back to throw, it's Lindsey. And that pass incomplete, the defense got a hand on it.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Works the middle of the field.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Here's a heat. Grabs it inside the 15. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. And the Aztecs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. his man in the middle. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And that's a tough thing to do, man. Get this guy on the ground. You've already seen it. He's got a rushing touchdown in this football game. Down here in the red zone, you know his feet are going to be a big part of the offense. The defense was ready, and they get the sack.
Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. Pressure coming. Into the end zone. And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. Now a two-possession game at 24-13.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Right back to the well. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Surging forward on the sneak. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
He's got an open man. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Making great decisions, that's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy, can't remember, drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Oh, yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom?
Oh, he's got some strength. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverine.
Now, a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Oh, they're after him! And he was was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
On the move at the 30. Wide open spaces. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes.
He'll take a shot. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Got room on the return. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not only to get the football, but to defend the field position with the return.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Might be calling a hot route. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give on the counter. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Timeout, San Diego State.
It'll be 3rd and long.
Other scores from around the country. Florida, 22. University of New Haven, 7.
From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Looking for room at the 30. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. And the Wolverines are flying down the field. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Using his legs, it's George. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep hitting.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. They were trying to set up a screen. Instead, what they got was their quarterback putting paper and plastic and sack.
But how about the speed on defense with that rush? Getting to the QB so quickly. You're not expecting to get home on a screenplay like that, but, man, the old saying, speed kills, and you saw it right there.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Finds his tight end. Nice pick up there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And, heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Aztecs have it with a 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Rides the back on the option, the give.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the back. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
The Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. He's taking a deep shot. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on 2nd down. Unloads to the right. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard to see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? Give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. Splits the uprights right down the middle. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments they can jump up and bite you.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.